Greetings, this is Skylar Saunders saying, what's current? Now it seems like Russell Simmons is he's backing RFK Jr. He's got a lengthy post, I think on Instagram. Let me make 100% sure what his post is. It's Uncle Rush on Instagram. So he says, he would rather have all the conspiracy theory or crazy claim that Bobby Kennedy makes than to trust all the Republicans or Democrats who are paid for by the pharmaceutical and food industries. That is not about Democrats or Republicans. It's about all my friends in my age group being sick and dying. So he has to really have to show that. Let me see. So he's backing him. He's definitely supporting RFK Jr. and whatever he's doing. So I think that's going to boost his his idea of himself as a champion for political figures. I think he did that before prior times. He may even champion Trump at one time, allegedly. I don't know. I'm not sure. But that's possibly it. Let me see. What? So that's what I think is the case right now. Uncle Rush, as he likes to be called, but I'll say Russell Simmons. He escaped to Bali. He can say and do whatever he wants. Apparently, he can talk about the conspiracisms of RFK Jr. He can talk about the ridiculous claims that he has espoused. That's what I think he is trying to do. He's trying to take attention off himself, because a lot of people are look at Diddy, like Russ, like Diddy. Is it like what did you do? I mean, he had similar kind of overtones, but not the same. I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm not trying to corral him or tie him into the web of Diddy's mess. But I just thought it was interesting to see Russell Simmons speak out when he really doesn't have to. He could just be on a yacht somewhere and off the coast of Bali, sipping margaritas. Like that's what it could be. That's what it should be, right? I mean, he had the idea of escaping the United States. That's what's so intriguing. That's what's so empowering too for him, that he escaped. And like I said before, Hugh Hefner had the decency to die before the Me Too movement closed in on him, because he was probably going to catch hell from all kinds of bunnies and people around him, and maybe some males. Pause, But Russ said, I'm getting out of here, but I'm still figuring out this StreamYard stuff. I saw the tutorial and I forgot exactly what to do. And so it's going to be kind of interesting to navigate through this. Still trying to figure out exactly what I'm supposed to do. So let me see this. So it's just weird. Okay, there's a serious delay between the YouTube and the StreamYard. It's crazy. Let me get out of here. Oh man. All right, so if you're watching on YouTube, which I doubt there's only one person watching. It could just be me. I don't even know. But make sure if you're not subscribed, go to youtube.com/@SkySaunders to subscribe to my channel. I will be very appreciative of such an action. Thank you. But Russ, Uncle Russ, as he likes to be called, Russell Simmons, he says, I remember the my minister and second father, Louis Farrakhan, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, told me as a kid that the United States government was selling crack cocaine to my community. I didn't believe him now after my entire generation was ill affected by this devilish action. We all do, unless we live under a rock. I don't trust ish the government says or on health they are paid for and compromise. That's why I occupied Wall Street every day. Oh, here we go. I support Bobby Kennedy, who also is a lifelong friend who I believe means well to my Democrat. Here we go is by me, myself, not part of this post. Back to the post. Quote, I support Bobby Kennedy, who is also a lifelong friend and who I believe means to my Democratic friends who think I'm crazy. Liberals used to be progressive. Listening is a progressive trait. But God bless you too. Those friends who attack me for having an opinion go eat some Fruit Loops. P.S. I'm a promoter of health, spiritual, physical, as mental, and I want to question/challenge our healthcare system. So Russ is still, involved, still very much a part of the scene, still very much part of the idea of being a person that is very in tune with what's going on in the world. He's obviously still with the functioning of government. He's with the idea of having a government. I don't think he knows what the government is for. I don't think Robert Kennedy knows what he's for. I don't think Trump knows. I don't think anybody in office knows what. You ask them, what's the proper role of government? Just see what they say. They might say the right thing, but might not have it in the right place. Like people that are for science. They're for science, but they believe in God. Where's the science in that? Believing in God has nothing to do with science at all. Science is about questioning. And there are too many ways that you can say that you should never question God. Well, how are you supposed to not question God when you're supposed to question everything? That's science. That's reason. Question every single thing. And be curious. And be, understand what the meaning of reason and science are. Reason is essentially the capacity to think. Science is essentially the role of discovery, role of gaining knowledge about the outside world, and even in your internal self. That's the beautiful part about science. So I think with all the people that have aided Russell Simmons in his life, the way he has, chosen to live a completely different lifestyle in a completely different country, I salute him for that. At least I salute him, But I can't salute him for the RFK Jr. thing. RFK Jr. is too wacky. He's a quack to me, allegedly. I don't want to get sued, but to me, he's not full of answers. He's full of fluff and just nothing. It's just nothing there. There's no there, as Dr. Yaron Brook would say. He has I think he has a complex. I think he has a certain way of not understanding the reality that is around him. He is insulating himself, I think, and look towards defeating vaccines, defeating various measures to combat illnesses and diseases. I think that's detrimental to our moral fabric. And I say moral fabric. That's a morality case. That's a case of morality. He shouldn't be able to do that. That should be something that should be handled by somebody that has actual medical credentials, actual reason, and not faith. in medicine, because that's the thing too with medicine. Reason is the handmaiden of everything. It seems it's like, oh, I'm rational, I'm reason, but I have God. I have faith, but I still believe in science. Really? Like it just breaks my mind. Really breaks my mind. So I think with everybody that has ever seen RFK Jr. in actions, say what he had to say before Congress. I think it was he was being grilled on by the Senate. To be specific, he was on Capitol Hill, and they were grilling him. I just think that's so funny. It's just the figurative language of that, grilling somebody. Like, I always think it's in literal form, like he's being grilled to like a steak is being grilled, or a hamburger is being grilled, or something like that. I always think of that, but I'm stupid like that, so I just do that. But yeah. So he has a way about him. He has a specific and distinct way about him that is it just the voice, the skin. I mean, everything that he just seems so. I don't know. It just seems not even creepy. Just just strange. Just odd, and that's just the physical and non-essentials. The essentials are his thoughts, his ideas. His ideas are totally corrupt. They don't make any sense whatsoever. They don't make any sense at all. He's talking about how people shouldn't take vaccines and things like that. I've taken vaccines. I've never had COVID. Knock on glass. Never had COVID. I don't think I've ever had the flu. Influenza. But that's about it. I mean, when it comes to vaccines, I think it's a monumental case. I mean, look at the Nobel Prize winners from, I think it was the year before. I think it was in 2023. The year before 2024. The year before the last Nobel. It's 2025 now, I know, but the year before the last Nobel came out, it was for the mRNA strain. They did that pretty quick too, because usually it's like over 20, 30 years, 40 years of research and development and findings and publishing papers and doing things like that. This only took 2 years, I think. What was it? 4, maybe, yeah, 3 years from 2020 to 2003, 2002, 2000. It was either 2002 or 2003. I can't remember. But yeah, so they earned the Nobel Prize for medicine, and that was because of vaccines. And they deserved it, and that's like a serious prize. That's like I said, it takes you 20, 30 years sometimes for you to accept that prize. You're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, maybe 90s before you accept that prize. And maybe you could be a Peace Prize winner and be the youngest person ever, like Malala. She was what, 18, something like that? If that, maybe she was younger. Maybe she was like 16. I can't remember, but that's the reality of that. That's the truth. But anyway, Russell Simmons, you're wrong on this, sir. RFK Jr. is not the way to go. He should not be. I think he still has to be confirmed. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he still has to be confirmed by the Senate. They definitely asked him questions. They're pressing him. It was like, wow, this is going on a long time. But that's good. I think that's good. It should go a long time. Pressing people, getting answers out of people, getting the truth. The truth. Have we ever remembered that? Remember what the truth was? That which can be verified. I mean, that's like a dictionary definition, that which can be verified. But it's just recognition of reality. That's the truth. That's just the recognition of reality. And that's what RFK Jr. fails to do. I thank you all for watching me. Make sure you stay tuned. I'm still testing out this StreamYard. And I will see you in the next hour. Take care.